Raghavda from IIT and we would be continuing discussing our top into 150 series of questions on Leetcode. And today we are going to discuss another important DSA question, which is insert interval. So let's see what this question states. So this question states that you are given an array of non-overlapping intervals where intervals I is equals to start I, comma end I. Represent the start and the end of the ith interval, and the intervals is sorted in ascending order by start I. You're also given an interval, new interval is equals to start comma end, that represents the start and end of the another interval. Insert new interval into interval such that intervals is still sorted in ascending order by start I, and interval still does not have any overlapping intervals. Merge overlapping intervals if necessary. Return intervals after the insertion. Note that you don't need to modify intervals in place. You can make a new array and return it. Example number 1 is intervals 1, 3 and 6, 9, and you have to insert 2, 5. So when we are inserting 2, 5, so this is coinciding with this 1, 2, 3. So it will become 1 to 5 and then 6 to 9 will remain as it is. In example number 2, we are given intervals as 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 16, and new interval is 4 to 8. So when we are going to insert 4 to 8, then this will cover all these 3 to 5, 3, 6 to 7 and 8 to 10. It is like overlapping with all these three intervals, so we'll merge all of them to 3 to 10. So this will 1 to 2 will remain as it is, 1 to 2, 3 to 10, and 12 to 16 will remain as it is. So this is the question, and constants are given as intervals length can go from 0 to 10 to the power 4. Intervals I dot length is equals to 2, and start I and end I can vary from 0 to 10 to the power 5. Intervals is sorted by start I in ascending order. New interval dot length is equals to 2, and start is less than end, and end is less than equals to 10 to the power 5. So this is the question, and I hope you understood the question. So let's go to the code and see how we are going to solve it. So this is the question which this is the function which we are given to us. Vector vector int insert vector vector int intervals and vector int new interval. We have to insert this new interval into our intervals. So first of all, we will find out what is the size of our current intervals. So int n is equals to intervals dot size, and then we are defining our answer vector vector int ans, and then we are checking if n is equals to 0 means our current interval size is 0. Then we will just push this new interval in our answer dot push back new interval, and then we'll return our answer. Otherwise, if then we are checking if this new interval is before all these intervals, means if this is our intervals, then it means that new interval is like -1 to 0, like it is before all these intervals. So for this case, what we are doing is first of all we will insert this new interval, and then we are going to insert all the intervals into our answer, and then we'll return our answer. The next case is, this is also another edge case in which the new interval is at the end. Like in our case, 1 to 3 and 6 to 9, our new interval is 10 to 12. So it is at the end and it is not overlapping with any interval. So in this case also we'll first of all insert all the intervals I, and then we'll insert our new interval into our answer, and then we'll return our answer. So these were the edge cases, and now we will start iterating our intervals. So if we go from I equals to 0 to I equals to n minus 1, then we are checking if new interval 0 is greater than intervals I 1. So we are checking like this new interval should be like on the right side of the current intervals. So for our case, it for I is equals to 0, this new interval 0, this 2, this will not be true. So we'll go into the else block. In the else block, we'll check. This is a condition which will ensure that there is no overlapping. I will comment it down as well. There is no overlapping. The new interval 1 is less than intervals I comma 0. Then it means that we will just insert this new interval, and then we will insert all the intervals from I to n minus 1 into our answer, and then we will break out. Otherwise, this else is a case of there is a overlapping. There is overlapping. So in overlapping, what we'll do is we will define start as minimum of new interval 0 comma intervals I comma 0. This is the minimum, like take the minimum, and that will be the start index, start value, and end value would be max of in new interval 1 and intervals I1. Then we will increment our I plus plus, and we will go up to I. Then we will run one loop while I is less than n and intervals I comma 0 is less than equals to n. And then we are here merging all the intervals, overlapping intervals. So and we would be updating as max of n comma intervals I comma 1, and then we are doing I plus plus, and then finally we are inserting this start and end into our answer. And then for remaining intervals, we are just inserting them from intervals array to our answer, and then we are breaking out of the loop, and then finally we are returning our answer. So this is the code, and I hope you have understood the code. And let's try to run it and see whether it's working fine. So it is getting accepted. Let's try to submit it as well. So it is getting accepted. So this solution is working fine. I will attach this solution code in the comment section of the video, and I will also attach this problem link and problem description in the description of the video. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more such top into 150 series of questions on Leetcode.